Wait, did the writers actually just kill off Derek? And is Leah really going to get away with playing the victim after everything that went down at the warehouse? Oh my gosh, you guys. Ashley is about to go on an absolute warpath, and I am entirely here for it. Welcome back to Beyond the Gates Spoilers, your absolute favorite spot for all the hottest Fairmont Crest drama. Today is a beautiful day to break down some massive soap opera chaos. We have a jam-packed episode to discuss today, and the fallout from the cotillion and the warehouse shootout is completely shaking up the canvas. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss out on our daily spoiler breakdowns. Thursday, May 21st, is all about the emotional wreckage and the devastating aftermath of the plasma ring operation. We have to start with the most heartbreaking moment of the week. Ashley and Naomi are completely shell-shocked, and honestly, so am I. Derek is dead. He actually died right there on the operating table. The writers went there, and they delivered a massive, devastating blow to the canvas. Shanice had to deliver the news to the waiting room, and that gorgeously directed, slow-motion, dialogue-free moment was pure cinematic gold. The acting in these scenes is going to be Emmy-worthy, without a doubt. Jen Jacob is absolutely killing it right now as Ashley. You can literally feel her world shattering into a million pieces. I honestly believe the writers made a massive mistake killing off a character with so much potential, but the storyline trajectory for Ashley is now off the charts. She is reeling from this horrific loss, and the grief is instantly turning into pure, unadulterated rage. Let's be real for a second about Grayson's role in all of this. Grayson handed Ashley his most important documents just before the shootout, basically trusting her with his mother's care if things went south. But Ashley had absolutely no clue that Derek was going to show up at that warehouse and walk right into a literal death trap. I think Ashley is going to completely lose her mind on Grayson, and I am fiercely taking her side. Grayson has been playing with fire for months, acting like he could handle the criminal underworld of Fairmont Crest to pay for his mother's nursing home. Now, Derek has paid the ultimate price for Grayson's secrets. Will Ashley ever forgive him? I highly doubt it. This reminds me of those classic soap opera tragedies from 10 years ago, where a massive, dark secret completely destroys a couple before they even get a chance to be happy. Grayson's frantic explanations at the hospital mean absolutely nothing now. The damage is done, and Derek is gone. And then we have Naomi. She was physically at the cotillion, surrounded by the Dupree family's glitz, glamour, and absolute chaos. We had drunk Nathan switching the envelopes, Francesca getting publicly humiliated, and Samantha rightfully taking the Platinum Deb crown. But Naomi's heart and soul were not in that ballroom. Her mind was at that warehouse. She kept checking her burner phone all night long, just waiting for the worst-case scenario to drop. The contrast between the high society drama of the Platinum Deb Ball and the absolute bloodbath happening across town is classic Sweeps Month television. Naomi is going to be Ashley's rock through this tragedy, but I think Naomi is also going to start demanding some serious answers. These two besties are in for the fight of their lives, and they are not going to let this go. Now, let's pivot to the villain of the hour and the absolute mess surrounding the plasma ring. Elon is on a rampage. The warehouse operation was a catastrophic failure. Jacob was knocked unconscious. Derek was murdered. And now Elon is aggressively hunting for the leak. But guess who he has in his crosshairs? The one and only Joey Armstrong. After the dust settles from the warehouse insanity, Elon marches right up to Joey and starts making heavy demands. Elon and Marcel spotted Joey's right-hand man, Randy, sneaking around the warehouse. We all know Joey always manages to stand right next to the scene of the crime while keeping his hands completely clean, but Elon is not an idiot. He knows Joey has a major stake or involvement in this plasma ring operation. Here at Beyond the Gates, spoilers, we've been tracking this storyline closely, and we think Joey is finally in way over his head. John Lindstrom is playing this mobster role perfectly. Joey is cold, calculated, and authoritative, but now he is backed into a dangerous corner by a ruthless casino boss. What does Elon need Joey to do? Does he want Joey to take the fall, or is he demanding that Joey use his resources to find the rat? I honestly believe Joey is going to try to throw Grayson to the wolves to save his own skin. Joey does not care about anyone but himself, and he will absolutely sacrifice collateral damage to maintain his empire. And Joey's criminal mess is rapidly spilling over into his personal life, which brings us to Vanessa. Joey is already in the hot seat with her. He straight up told Vanessa that while the warehouse shooting wasn't his operation, his businesses can go terribly wrong. That is a massive, glaring red flag. But now, Vanessa has to face the firing squad inside her own home. Donnell is stepping up and asking his mother some incredibly tough questions. Donnell is acting like a seasoned detective, demanding truth and accountability, and I absolutely love it. He sees right through Joey's charming facade. Remember when Deanna exploded at the cotillion because Donnell was wearing Joey's signature cufflinks? The kids know Joey is incredibly bad news. If you ask me, Vanessa needs to dump Joey yesterday. How is she going to answer Donnell's questions? Is she going to lie to protect her mobster boyfriend? Or is she going to finally wake up and smell the coffee? I think Vanessa is going to have a very rocky road ahead. She is a smart, investigative woman, but her blind spot for Joey is driving me insane. The writers are setting up a massive family divide here, and I am totally here for the inevitable explosion. Speaking of explosions, let's talk about the absolute audacity of Dr. Leah Whitmore. Are you kidding me with this woman? Derek is dead, Jacob is injured, and Leah has the nerve to fake chest pains and claim her shoulder was grazed by a bullet just to play the victim? She is a complete sociopath. When she got to the hospital, Ashley tried to physically attack her, and honestly, I would have done the exact same thing. Leah is completely manipulative, and she knows exactly how to play the system. But Marcel is not buying her innocent act for a single second. Marcel is crossing major moral lines right now. He is holding a perp captive and grilling them intensely, and all the teasers point to this being Leah. Marcel and Leah have a complicated history. He knows exactly how she operates. Finding out she was knee-deep in this illegal plasma ring is a massive disappointment for the detective. But I pray he doesn't let his personal feelings cloud his judgment. Marcel needs to lock her up and throw away the key. It took Leah all of 2 seconds to try to throw the heavy hitters of the plasma ring under the bus to save herself. She is a rat, and in Fairmont Crest, rats do not survive very long. I predict Leah is going to try to seduce or emotionally manipulate Marcel to get out of this hostage situation, but he better stand his ground. Finally, we have to talk about the biggest mystery currently haunting the town. The disappearance of Lynette Wise. The weekly teasers suggest that Bill, Kat, and Tomas are forming their own little investigative unit, and they are heavily comparing notes. They are definitely not talking about the cotillion or the plasma ring. If they are huddling up and working through their intel, then it absolutely has to be about Lynette. We know Lynette has a deep connection to Leah, but there is so much more to this story. They are trying to piece together clues and figure out where she disappeared to, and I am so excited to see this trio work together. Kat is the grounded voice of reason, Tomas is the observant investigator, and Bill is the desperate husband trying to make sense of his life. Will this trio come up with a viable lead or even a massive breakthrough? I think they will, but they are walking into a deadly trap. We are happy to see that Bill is good with Kat being in on this brainstorming session, but the one person he desperately needs to keep this from is his own wife, Haley. Bill is a genuinely good guy, but he is married to an absolute monster. He is already asking Haley questions about her past, completely oblivious to the fact that his wife is running a massive, dark web of lies. Let's not forget that Haley is currently running a fake mugging scam to escape Bill, and she even got Randy involved, which accidentally tied her mess to Joey's criminal network. I am terrified for Bill. If Haley realizes how deeply he is looking into Lynette's background, Haley is going to snap. I honestly believe Haley will step up her plans and try to kill Bill. She is cornered, dangerous, and manipulative. Tomas is already poking the sleeping bear by asking Haley intense questions. Tomas has no idea how dangerous this woman truly is. Marquita Goings is playing this Black Widow role flawlessly, but I need Bill to wake up before it is too late. Keep this investigation a secret, Bill, or we are going to have another funeral in Fairmont Crest before the month is over. What do you guys think about all this insanity? Will Ashley completely destroy Grayson for his role in Derek's tragic death, or will they eventually find a way to heal together? And is Haley actually going to try to murder Bill to keep her dark secrets hidden from the world? Let me know your wildest theories and predictions down in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in to Beyond the Gates. Spoilers, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. And I will see you all next time for more juicy soap opera drama